What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Soptic Sports Podcast. Before we get into anything, check us out on all socials at Soptic Sports. Subscribe to YouTube, leave a like and comment, and yeah, we got a lot to talk about today. We had Game 2 of the NBA Finals last night. Heat stealing a game in Denver, which you know, as a person rooting for the Heat, I love to see. So
yeah, let's talk about it.
I'd like to start.
That was an interesting game.
I'm eating Chipotle right now, but I am not supporting the Chipotle free burrito on Twitter. I have responded in seconds, and I haven't got a free burrito. I'm telling you, they're not actually giving out free burritos. It's cap.
Yeah,
it's cap. But in my prediction that we made of the series, I had Denver taking Game 1 and then the Heat taking Game 2, and now going into Miami with the Heat confident, I think is going to be really interesting. I think if the Heat take Game 3, it's going to set up like very interesting.
Yeah, well, we see with this Heat team. I feel like it doesn't really matter. You know, they always had the same mindset when it lost. Like they lost 3 back-to-back games against the Celtics.
Yeah, but you have a different type of confidence.
Oh yeah,
your place in the finals.
For sure. Like it's the finals first game in Miami. The energy is gonna be crazy, as any finals game will be. We'll see if Jimmy Butler can get back to early in the playoffs. Jimmy Butler, you know, really taking over the game. He had like 3 drives where he got like 8 points with the and one, and it was like he went from 13 to 21 like that, but he still hasn't been dropping the 35, the 40, the 56.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't think he has to personally.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I don't think it matters.
I think they actually are playing a different type of basketball than they were playing in the first round against the Bucks. It's a more like he's getting way more assists. He had what? Did he have 10 assists?
He had 9.
9.
Yeah. So if everyone's Duncan Robinson, this is a huge factor. Yeah, Duncan Robinson is a huge factor because this is when Jimmy was dropping all these points, he had to. Duncan Robinson, it was a joke, you know. It was like they're paying this man so much to sit on the bench to do nothing because he can't do anything.
Nah, he balled.
He's a defensive liability. So when his shot's not on, you cannot have him in the game. But you know, the shot was on last night. Same thing with Gabe Vincent. Bam Adebayo has been their best offensive player.
Yeah.
These first 2 games.
I mean, Bam has been really special in these first 2 games.
It's tough because you can't just take him on Jokic to start off the game because he gets bullied down there by Jokic. He gets in foul trouble early. So that they tried to do it. They tried to rest him in the first half.
Yeah.
And they went down 6, or they went down more. They came back. They were down 6 at half, and then they just kept pushing in the second half, and they eventually, you know, they got the lead, and they did not give up the lead from that point on. So I think it's just the big role. The Heat have their guys who need to have a good games to for them to get the win, and I think that Duncan needs to continue to be lights out from behind the arc. Gabe Vincent's going to have to stay healthy and keep dropping buckets for them too.
I like what you said there, Davis, about the rotational players. My dad asked me my prediction for the game, and I took Heat, and I said I think the rotational players need to have the game. They're just not.
Didn't happen.
Ask Darren.
Bro, actually,
shout out Darren.
It's going to be like who's in the finals.
Nah. So, you know, that's what I thought, and I think that's going to continue to be a factor for the rest of the series to see if they can take off some of the weight from Jimmy.
The way I see it is if the Nuggets are going to be Jokic and Murray versus if it's just going to be Jokic and Murray and the role players aren't going to play well, then it's going to open up spots where Miami can be successful in the series. But ultimately, I do see the Nuggets role players stepping up in the future games because they played really, really bad. They did not hit any shots on Game 2 or in Game 2. I think in Game 3, Game 4, they're going to hit their shots. They're going to make it a more difficult game for Miami. Michael Porter Jr.
Did not have a good
Aaron Gordon did not have a great game either.
No, Aaron Gordon had a good game.
Like 5 for 7, 12.7 boards.
Where was the game?
12 points, I mean.
Pope
didn't have a good game.
I like Miami's role players more than Denver.
You like Miami's players more than Denver's?
Here's the thing.
I think so too, but I mean,
this is a crazy stat.
Dude, the Nuggets get Reggie Jackson involved.
Dude.
Actually, it's actually like time.
If you guys look at the starting lines for both teams, You got the entire Nuggets lineup in negative plus minus. When you go to the Heat, you have every single player above. The lowest was Jimmy Butler +3, but all the other guys are +10.
Wow.
So just sheer across the board, just everyone performing. Kevin Love only had 6 points, but he had 10 rebounds.
Yo, I didn't know Kevin Love had been to the finals in all of his playoff appearances.
Yeah.
I saw it somewhere.
He got the start because Caleb Martin had a little tummy ache. So
Yeah.
we'll see what that lineup looks like with Caleb Martin. Then maybe they're better. Help Caleb Martin. Kevin Love did hit a couple shots. He does space the floor even at this point in his career still. Even though he went 2 for 6 for people.
Yeah.
But he still hit a couple shots.
2 for 6 isn't bad.
2.
2 for 6 isn't bad.
Yeah. So KCP was a guy who was dropping solid, 60 to 21 points. It seemed like every game.
Yeah, KCP didn't show up last night.
6 points. He's really. So when he was on the Lakers, it was sometimes funny because it was like KCP and LeBron, but not like it was just like we were calling him trash.
Oh yeah, he is trash.
And then he's been balling this year. He's been solid.
He has been
Very
solid this year, but ultimately
He's trash.
he's mid.
But he's
He
helped
almost
them.
sold Brown.
Almost. He was part of the crew that sold Brown. Oh wait, no, he was part of the crew that held Brown. My bad.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah, they said he almost sold Brown.
Yeah.
There were so many moments.
You're right. Nah, he sold.
So game 3 predictions.
Ultimately, Braun overpowered.
AD overpowered.
Nah, Braun overpowered in the end.
AD was the best
KCP
player.
was selling him right left.
KCP was selling.
Yeah.
Caruso was.
Braun.
So game 3 predictions. What we got?
Game 3 predictions. I think that Denver gets a load, and they get the game 3.
I got the Heat.
I got Denver coming in, getting game 3.
Denver.
I think game 4 goes to Miami.
I don't know. Game 4. It's hard to see what happens in the future as we.
I was wrong with my first 2 predictions.
Who do you think's the breakout player of the game?
Tomorrow.
It's not Jokic. You can't pick Jokic.
Well, breakout player of the game tomorrow.
Yeah,
Who's going to be the most
breakout,
important tomorrow?
Unexpected.
Who do I think is going to step up tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'll take Bruce Brown.
Bruce Brown.
Bruce Brown.
I got KCP dropping over 18 points tonight.
KCP, not
Yeah.
tonight, but
Or tomorrow night.
yeah. But you think KCP
I think no.
over? I think Bruce Brown drops more than KCP.
I mean, we've seen this in the past. The Bruce Brown and KCP show.
Yeah.
it's so sweet.
I might, yeah. I like KCP, but I'm not KCP. I like Bruce Brown. I hate KCP.
Bruce Brown was a dog in the Nets.
I'm gonna go Michael Porter Jr.
Michael Porter Jr. is your standout guy.
Yeah.
Why?
I think he's just gonna have one of those nights where he.
Well, I mean, he's been playing pretty poorly.
I'm gonna take Kyle
I know he's
Lowry.
gonna step up.
Kyle
I think
Lowry.
Lowry
Kyrie's
had a
gonna
great
bang
game.
some threes.
Lowry had a great game yesterday.
Okay, I'm with Kyle Lowry.
I also have the Heat.
I'm with them.
You got the ball and it's just like, oh, Kyle, what are you going to do?
Nah,
Just
Kyle's a
pull
vet.
up.
Kyle's a vet. Kyle's a vet for sure.
Alright. So, what else we got to talk about?
I mean, we got Charles Olivera fighting on Saturday
Oh, that's this Saturday?
against Dariush. Yeah, that one's gonna be an interesting fight. What do you guys got? Davis.
Oh, Olivera plus 126.
You got. Oh, that's what the line is.
Dude, that's.
Oh, yikes!
Oh,
Yikes!
man,
I've seen this story before.
You didn't know
I've seen this story before.
Islam versus Olivera was a frightful day. It was a very.
Although I'm not gonna lie, Olivera's been plus money in like all of his fights.
He was plus against
He was
Dustin
plus
Poirier.
against
He was plus
Poirier.
against Gaethje.
He was plus against Gaethje. That's true.
I think he was plus against Chandler. I'm not sure actually. Could have been minus against Chandler.
Who do you guys like?
I like Olivera.
I don't know.
I don't know who this other guy is.
I'm gonna say
I'm
like I'm definitely rooting for Olivera, but from a Soptic sports analytic perspective, I have to stay neutral. I think that Dariush could make it a bad night for one. Okay, I got you. But, dude, Dariush is a scary dude. Dariush can fight on the feet. He can fight on the ground. Like, he can stand in there with Charles.
Nah. What?
No.
Alright. Let's look at the last. Can I look at Dariush's?
Yeah.
Last 5.
No. Let me just see.
Dude, listen, I'm obviously rooting for Charles, and there's way
His last 5 fights.
He hasn't been fighting.
His last
3
3 fights, he won by decision. One against Tony Ferguson, bro. A washed Tony Ferguson. He won by decision.
In a 3-round fight.
Yeah.
Dude, like,
Charles is
against Tony Ferguson.
Dude, but that was different. They were like boys, like but Charles and him were boys. Like, dude, he also like almost ripped his arm off and didn't tap.
Charles did rip his arm off.
Yeah, like that's just No, but you look at Charles's last fights. His last 5 fights, Islam, the champ now.
No, he's not.
Gaethje, Poirier, Chandler, Ferguson.
Yeah.
Decision against Ferguson that he obviously won.
He ripped his arm off.
2nd round knockout, 3rd round sub, 1st round sub, lost 2nd round sub. He has fought the top
the
4 guys
best,
in the division.
I didn't realize he had 3 or 2 belt defenses.
Bro.
Yeah.
I thought he had 1.
He won against Chandler.
He won against
Gaethje,
Chandler.
He defended against Poirier. Poirier first.
No,
I think it was Poirier first.
this is wrong. His fight against Gaethje wasn't a belt retain.
Yeah, his fight against Gaethje, it wasn't a belt retain because he missed weight
Yeah.
by like half a pound.
Yeah.
So he didn't get his belt back, and then
When
against
DC does
Islam.
it, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
When DC and Khabib do it, it's okay.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be an interesting fight, but I don't count out Dariush.
Nah, I think Dariush could do it, but
Don't count out Dariush.
I mean, it's just like Charles isn't gonna get to a decision.
Yeah, he's
The
not
way
gonna
he
get to a
fights
decision.
now is literally just straightforward.
He's not
gonna
gonna
walk at him.
He's not gonna get to a decision.
You think Dariush is better than him on the floor?
No, I just think if it comes to that, if Charles runs at him,
Not runs at him, but you know how Charles
I
fights.
know.
Charles walks at you. Charles comes forward.
but Charles also gets knocked down.
Nah, he gets knocked down, bro, but like he also gets back up.
I know. But like,
Oh no, the issue is when he fights people that can go down with him when he gets knocked down, it's
that's
bad.
the issue.
Gaethje and Poirier couldn't go down with him.
I think
and then
Dariush-
Islam just choked him out. So
I think Dariush is gonna go down with him. If he he doesn't have a bad left. No, he doesn't. No, boss. He doesn't have a bad left hand.
you know he can strike.
He can
He's
strike.
definitely favored for a reason.
Yeah, but I'm obviously taking Olivera.
You really are.
Yeah, what?
No, I'm taking Olivera. I'm just trying to be like an analytics guy here, but analytical guy, but I'm taking Olivera. What's up, Soptic sports fans? We're back to our NHL segment with Will and Davis. We're going into Stanley Cup Finals right now. We got
Game
Game 1
2.
just happened. Yeah, Game 1 just happened a couple nights ago. Vegas took Game 1 4-2. That was a really, really interesting game. And now we got Game 2 tonight again in Vegas. What do you think?
So what did I say? I said Panthers game 1. I think I said.
I don't know what I said.
I
I took the Panthers, but I might have to change my pick.
I think I took Panthers coming back down 3-1, right?
Yeah, maybe. So I think Logan said that there's gonna be a 3-1 comeback.
That was Logan.
But
So Panthers came out hot. You know, they got first goal. I know. Did they get the first?
yeah, they
goal?
got the no. So they got the first goal.
Yeah.
and then I'm pretty sure Vegas scored, and then I think maybe Vegas scored the second one.
Oh, come on.
And then the Panthers tied
Just
it.
before we get into anything else, last podcast I mentioned the guy who would step up, Anthony Duclair for the Panthers.
Yeah,
Who had the goal? Duclair had the
Anthony
goal.
Duclair, a sick goal.
Yeah.
It was like all a face-off, and it was pretty sick. Anthony Duclair did step up, but it doesn't really matter here
Yeah.
because Vegas. I watched the game, pretty much the most of the game. Vegas was the better hockey team.
Yeah.
They were the better hockey team.
Their guys.
I think Bobrovsky was not on his A game. He made some questionable saves that he let up some questionable goals, I should say.
Yeah.
And I think he wasn't fully 100%. Interesting because he played his last game a couple weeks ago. Like he got the really long layoff after they swept him, so maybe that affected him a little bit. It seemed to affect the Panthers team as a whole. But I think the Panthers are going to come out more hungry in game 2. It should be a more interesting game. I think we could also see it tighten up. I don't know if it's going to go over 5.5 goals. I think it could go under tonight. I think both teams could tighten up their defense. I could see
I could see
an
this
OT game.
OT.
I could definitely see an OT game tonight. I thought it was going to be OT the other night. It looked like it, but then Mark Stone made a great play with the stick. I thought it was high sticking, but I thought they should have called it. I don't know. I don't know. I thought it was high sticking. It pretty much Kachuk, it was 3-2. Kachuk flips it out of the zone. He's flipping out of the zone, and Mark Stone batted it down and then ripped it, sniped one right once he got it down.
They replay it.
They did replay it. They concluded it was a goal. It was close. It was close, but I thought.
So,
you reached.
Well, coming into the series, we were looking at both these teams, and both these teams have their guys, and their guys have been showing up.
Yeah.
Right. So we looked at Florida. Obviously, Kachuk, Reinhardt, Ekblad, some of their guys.
Kachuk was a little quiet.
Yeah. And then we got
Not quiet.
And then there's
They were punching.
Marchessault, Mark Stone, Shea Theodore. Who else we got?
Everyone on Vegas showed up.
Petrangelo. Yeah.
Everyone
So we
on
got
Vegas showed up.
Marchessault with a goal, Mark Stone with a goal, Theodore with a goal and assist. They're showing up. Jack Eichel, the other guy, 2 assists. Everybody's on the score sheet for the
Everyone showed up.
And then Florida's both. Actually, not only 1 assist. 1 goal was assisted. So that doesn't really mean anything, so to speak. But when you see a Vegas team putting up 5 goals and a bunch of guys having multiple points, it shows how really everyone really gets into it.
I mean, I think, listen, going into game 2, it's going to be really, really interesting to see what happens tonight. If Vegas gets 1, it's going to put a lot of pressure on the Panthers, although the Panthers can face pressure.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be too worried about them. But if the Panthers can steal 1, puts a little pressure on Vegas. Although, I mean, Vegas is buzzing. Vegas is always buzzing. So it's going to be really hard to steal 1 tonight. But, it should be an interesting game.
What's your key factor for both teams to come out with a W?
Key factor, I think, for the Panthers, it's got to be stay out of the box.
Yeah.
They were in the box a lot in game 1. It messed with their game. I think Vegas scored a power play goal. I'm not sure. But it wears down the team at least. It shifts some momentum too. It's not good, especially in Vegas. Giving up power plays, it's never a key to success. You gotta stay out of the box. You gotta keep it 5-on-5. You gotta draw some penalties, make probable for you. That's my key for the Panthers. For Vegas, I think it's gonna be to keep the pressure on, keep the puck in the Panthers zone. You don't want to get the Panthers. You don't let the Panthers, get going, make plays happen, bully you in front of the net. Don't let that happen. Vegas has to be flying. They have to keep their energy up. They have to keep moving the puck, keep getting shots on goal, keep testing Bobrovsky. Don't let the Panthers back in the series.
Yeah. Great points.
Yeah.
So I think Florida's going to come out. I would say that they need to come out flying, absolutely, but I think they got that covered. I think they're going to come out flying intensity because I think they feel like they need to get this win.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say my key component for Florida is if Bobrovsky can keep pucks out the net tonight, if he can have one of those shutout nights,
Yeah, if you dude, if Bobrovsky can have a shutout night, anything can happen.
Yeah. So I think Bobrovsky has a very strong performance tonight that gives them a good chance to come out with a win. And for Vegas, like you said, it's the pressure. I think right from the first whistle in the first period, if they can get the pressure, get their forecheck going, not let Florida get anything going early at all, maybe get 1 and 2 in the first,
Yeah.
Back them up and put them behind, then I think that really puts them in the best position possible. And I don't know what they're going to be able to do because they're going to be playing from behind from the start, and then that just gives them some comfort and cushion. And I think that they know how to. They're not going to give up a lead.
Yeah.
So that's my thing.
Okay, Soptic sports fans. So now we're gonna do a long-awaited debate between me and Davis. Alex Ovechkin versus Sidney Crosby, who has been the better player of the 2000s.
Yeah.
I'm more of an Ovechkin guy myself. He's more of a Crosby guy himself.
Well, both these players, I gotta start off by saying, are pretty big rivals of our favorite team, the Rangers.
Yeah, we're both Rangers fans.
But just the skill and the star power of these players, you can't help but give some respect and admire a little bit. I really like Sidney Crosby. I think watching him, even still in his older years, he's still one of the best out there on the ice. I think you just look at his game, you have to appreciate it all. His skating, his stick work, his strength, which is a super underrated part. I just think that he's just a beauty to watch, man.
Listen, Crosby's a beauty, but Ovechkin is the all-time greatest goal scorer.
Okay.
He's going to break that record.
Okay.
He has been underrated guy physically in his career. He's thrown. I mean, maybe not.
Nah. He gets his flowers.
He throws.
He definitely gets his flowers.
He throws his. He's the top 5 hit thrower of all time. He is an absolute beast. He's good defensively. He can shoot from anywhere inside the blue line.
Yeah.
I love what this. The thing about hockey is, it's not like basketball where you see people get that many rings anymore. Besides like Messier, pretty much. Messier has like 7, I'm pretty sure. But everyone else, you're not really going to see someone get 6 rings.
I think that a ring is very much appreciated in this sport.
Yeah,
and Sidney Crosby has 3 Stanley Cups. How many wins Ovechkin have?
Ovechkin has 1. But I'm going to argue that one that he got is more impressive than any of the 3 that Sidney Crosby got.
Of the 3?
Yeah.
What? Alright, give me a story.
Dude, Ovechkin, 2018.
Okay. Oh, I remember this.
After everything went, he was in Washington, he didn't leave. He played for 10 seasons more. He played for 11 seasons. In 2018, he had a killer year. He played all 82 games in the playoffs. Listen to these stats. 24 games played, 15 goals, 12 assists, 27 points, plus 8, 6 power play goals. No, 6 power play goals, 2 game-winning goals.
Okay.
18% shot percentage.
That's pretty crazy.
Absolute killer on the ice that year. Dude, he willed them to Stanley Cup, and I think that I've never seen someone in hockey will their team to a Stanley Cup like that. That moved me personally. That made me an Ovechkin fan after hating him for years. Listen, and if you want to talk about the youth, Ovechkin was flying around when he was younger too.
I was hoping we could get into some youth stuff.
Some youth?
It's the same thing for both of them. It's not like there's a debate of who he didn't have a great early career. Like, they both came into their careers around the same time.
Yeah.
And immediately they were both on the covers of magazines. Like, these are the 2 people of the future.
Yeah.
Right? And that's exactly how it started from day one. Sidney Crosby, 05-06 rookie year, 102 points. Second year, 120 points. Like, his first 5 years, he dropped over 100 points in 4 to 5 years.
So did Ovechkin.
Yeah. Those are 2 phenomenal young players, right? And I think You look at Sidney Crosby. Obviously, he had trouble with some injuries.
Yeah, so
with the concussions, but Ovechkin did too. But I don't think that takes away anything from their careers. You know, they still. It's not like Sidney Crosby has 3 Stanley Cup Finals wins.
Yeah.
There's nothing to take away from. Ovechkin still got hits, not he doesn't have one, but Crosby has 3.
Crosby also had a great team.
Crosby
around
has
him.
a great. Here's the thing. I want to get into this.
Crosby,
I think Crosby,
Chris Letang, Mark
the trio of Letang, Malkin, and Crosby is probably one of the best trios we've ever seen
That trio
in
is
history.
nasty.
Also, Washington has had their guys, not as good as Malkin and Letang, but they've had their guys. Kuznetsov,
Backstrom,
Kuznetsov and OV. You know, they're like that. Yeah.
I mean, well, yeah, Kuznetsov got one, so
Yeah.
I mean,
But where's the Hart Trophy? How many Hart?
listen, Ovechkin was flying.
2. He has 2 Hart.
Who?
2 Hart.
Crosby?
Crosby.
Okay.
I'm gonna read all these accolades. 3 Stanley Cups, 2 Conn Smythe trophies, 3 Ted Lindsay awards, 2
Okay.
Hart Memorial trophies.
Ovechkin has
2
3.
2 Art Ross trophies, 2 Maurice Richard trophies, and 1 Mark Messier leadership. And then he has 2 gold medals for Team Canada too.
I mean, listen, Team Canada means
Team
nothing.
Canada is absolutely stacked.
Team Canada means nothing, man.
So was Russia.
Russia was not stacked. Team Canada was stacked.
They were both stacked, and Canada's probably more stacked. But you look at the plays, you look at the important goals of those wins. You literally see. I forget if it was third period or overtime. Sidney Crosby in the offensive zone, they turn it over. He gets the steal. He does some 360 pass and they win. And like,
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah, I was annoying as shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. That was annoying as
It's fine.
something.
We'll see.
That was super annoying. Yeah, I think Ovechkin's the GOAT.
Okay, so hold on, let's just get into let's see the total statistics. Total statistics.
I got the total
I'm just curious.
statistics.
Alright, I'm gonna just go down the road. Okay. 1,190 career games played. He has 550 career goals and 952 career assists with 1,502 points.
Okay. Ovechkin has 1,347 games played, 822 goals,
Yeah.
more than 300 more, 663 assists, and 1,485 points.
Okay, so Crosby has more points.
Yeah, he has more assists. Ovechkin has more goals. Pretty much.
Here's the thing. You're never gonna hear me say that Crosby's a better goal scorer, because that's just obviously not true. I'm not to say that Ovechkin doesn't have superior skills on other categories. Like he's obviously one of the best hitters of all time. You look up best hits of all time, you probably see 3 of Ovechkin in the top 10.
More than 3.
But I just think you look at his all-around game. Sidney Crosby on defense, Ovechkin's not bad, but Crosby's really such a pest with underrated physicality, his playmaking, and his just career winning. I just think that, in my opinion, you have to put him just slightly above Ovechkin.
Alright, so that wraps up our debate for today. Wraps up our podcast episode as well. Please follow us at Soptic Sports at Instagram,
And
Twitter.
as well.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like and comment, and all of that.
Let us know if you guys want to see other genres we can explore potentially.
Yeah. Remember, Alex Ovechkin is better than Crosby.